Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. And yeah, you are seeing this correctly. I'm using the SOG 9mm. Literally just not too long before this gun is going to get a nerf, and I could tell you that, yes, this gun definitely deserves a nerf because, well, my hand was forced in terms of making a class with this, and I still, since the release of this game, I haven't even fully unlocked everything for this gun. I've barely used it. But the reason why I'm using it here is because I ran into a couple of other Prestige Masters. One of them was damn near level 300, and these motherfuckers just kept on using the SOG 9mm with stock, quick draw, grip. I think one of them was using stock too. So with those kind of attachments, I mean, this gun is basically broken. And no matter what I would do with the can, I mean, it just wasn't drawing quick enough. It didn't kill fast enough. Even the range was competitive on this gun with the assault rifles, especially at medium range. So basically my hand was forced. I was like, okay, that's enough of that. So once we got out of Nuketown, which is basically a chaotic map, especially with a gun like this. Once we got out of Nuketown, this was the first map, and let's just say after this game, they quit. They quit the lobby and they backed out. Both of them did. I can assure you of that. And I don't know what the hell it is about these Prestige Masters, man. They just got frail egos. And the thing is, whatever I have left in this old tank of mine, because I am pretty damn old compared to a lot of these young guns that play the game and are really good at it, I decided to bring it out in this game. So it kind of makes me feel good that I can, at least to a certain extent, hang, at least temporarily, with people that are really good. So in terms of pubs, you know, I mean, if you put me in a competitive setting, I'm pretty much fucked unless I learn the competitive ropes. But even then, I'm still at a disadvantage because my ass is old, man. I'm 34, so you know, it's I'm past my prime, man. I don't know. So anyway, that's not exactly what this commentary is about. This commentary is something about far more important. It's actually about future content on this channel. And recently, as of yesterday, I basically threw up a Twitter poll. And basically, you guys are telling me what you want more than anything are Facecam reveal. That was number one. And live streaming. You guys want more live streaming. Obviously, preferred with a face cam. I know that for a fact because whenever I did stream without a face cam, at least in terms of more recent times, I'd barely get any viewers, and the lack of face cam was probably the biggest reason as to why. And I also wanted to tell you guys what my plans were that I haven't told you, that I was kind of going to leave as a surprise. I also wanted to tell you exactly what my plans were, and quite frankly, it might not work out that way, and the only thing that will make the difference is your feedback, so I figured I might as well tell you. So my plans originally were to basically find somebody that would be able to make a high-quality mask for me to wear that would look a lot like my logo. So, I mean, I would almost look like a cross between Deadpool and Spider-Man in a sense, but there's a reason why they call it a face cam, and that's because you guys want to really see the person that you've been listening to for these last few years or however long you guys have been watching on this channel. So in one sense, you'd kind of get your face cam, and at the same time, you wouldn't. So as I thought about it more and more, and on top of the fact that that mask would cost a shit ton of money, I said to myself, I said, well, would that be worth it? And the thing is, you know, because ultimately, as a content creator, you have this impossible task. You know, there's this impossible task that, you know, you want to try to make as many people as happy as possible. You can never make everybody happy, and at the same time, you got to balance that out with making yourself happy as a content creator. So that way, there's that. So that way, everybody just, you know, ends up being happy as much as possible. I felt that on one hand, I felt that if I did that with the mask, I felt that it would have been kind of, to a certain extent, disrespectful to the people that watch, especially for those of you guys who have been watching for a while, because there's a reason why they call it a face cam, and you guys want to see me. You don't want to see the mask. So I understand that. So basically, the only thing that would tip me in one direction or another would be your feedback at this point. So if you guys think I should stick with that, or if you don't care, then all I could say is that it's still going to take a little while. Remember, as I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, I'm running on a very weak setup. I'm very blessed to be able to do videos in the first place, but I'm running on a very weak setup, and the setup really hasn't changed since I started, at least not much, since I started doing this whole YouTube thing. So it's you know, things are tight, especially as of recently with the career change. So it's going to be a while before I get to the point, at least financially, to where I can comfortably spend a certain amount of money without having to worry about other things. And those other things are the important things. In other words, the bills, things that you need to survive. So it's still going to be a while before I'm able to get to that point. But the good news is that things are moving along, and it's happening, but it's just going to take a while. All these things take a while. And so I just wanted to give you guys an update on that as well. So I'm basically stuck in terms of what decision to make and which way to go about it, because I'm thinking about it from more than one point of view. I can't just think about it from my point of view. I got to think about in terms of your points of view as well, and I do have to take that into account. And if I'm going to put my money where my mouth is in terms of what I've said in my previous commentaries, and if I'm going to stay true to my word, it's something that I certainly have to think about. I can't just ignore my viewers. It's simple as that. It's part of what makes this thing fun for me, is the viewers and the interaction. So what do you guys prefer? Do you guys not mind the mask, or do you guys, prefer the face cam? If I had to guess, I'd say you guys would prefer the real me. So, but at the same time, I don't know. I might be surprised. I mean, I know the whole concept of the mask is really cool, and I can go about it. I could do so many different things, and at the same time, I could still keep I could still be more secretive and mysterious in a sense. But at the same time, I also like to live in reality. It's although the fantasy world is really nice and everything like that, reality is where we live in. So it is what it is. So as you can see, when you put everything together, it's like, it's kind of like a tug of war that I'm being pulled from two different directions, which made all the sense in the world to make this video, because you guys are the ones that are going to give me the feedback. So at this point, I guess you can say it pretty much is very heavily depending on your feedback as well. So, and as well as my final decision. And you guys do play a certain role in terms of the decisions that I make when it comes to this. So, but there's something else that I wanted to mention. You guys are still messaging me over Xbox, and I apologize for those of you guys that have been messaging me on PS4. I haven't been on the PS4 in a while. I haven't checked it in a while, which reminds me that I should sooner or later before you guys start to get feeling like that you're being ignored. You're not being ignored at all, but you guys have been asking me, hey, am I still recruiting for clans, and I want to join your clan and all that kind of stuff. Well, the thing is, I understand that most of you don't always watch every single one of my videos. I understand that there are many different content creators that you guys like to watch, and sometimes you're just not in the mood to watch me. I get it. I'm a fan of this whole YouTube thing. Sometimes I'm in the mood to watch certain people, sometimes I'm not. But the thing is, you're not always going to watch every single one of my videos, which is very understandable. And I also do understand that I'm very blessed to have people that there are people that I know for a fact that they like my videos before they even watch the entire thing, which is very humbling to me. It's like, wow, these people support me despite the fact that they haven't even gotten into 5 minutes of my video yet, and they're already liking it. So that's pretty humbling. But at the same time, not everybody watches my videos. Not everybody follows me on Twitter. I totally get it. But the thing is, I'm going to reiterate that my last update in terms of the whole Clan Wars thing, it's going to be something completely different. But unfortunately, because of everything that's been going on with work, I'm still trying to balance things out between that. It is a step closer to where I want it to be in terms of the time that I'm going to have. It looks like as of now that I'm only going to have half of the day on Saturday available, and obviously the whole day on Sunday, and then Mondays through Fridays I'm completely busy. So. And as time goes on, I have a feeling that I'm going to be even busier in terms of Mondays through Fridays. My goal is for me to work anywhere from 45 to 50 hours a week, and then just have the whole weekends off in the future. That's how I would like it. Even if that means me working 60 hours from Monday through Friday, I don't have a problem with that. As long as I have my 2 days off, that's great. Or a day and a half off, that's great. But those are the plans, and it's slowly but surely getting to that point. But as you guys know, it just takes time, especially with the career change and all the financial changes and all that stuff. So, but I wanted it to be something different. Since Clan Wars is something that's strictly going to be for competitive, let's just face the reality of things here. I don't have the time, first and foremost, or even the desire to play competitive. because competitive doesn't, I'm not as passionate about competitive simply because of the game modes as compared to pubs. So I was thinking, well, let's just make it our own thing. Let's make this a community thing to where streamers and content creators can basically get together and do it. I'm going to search way back in my videos to see, I'm going to find that video and I'm going to put a link in the description for those of you guys that want all the details, because I made a video strictly talking about that. But long story short, it's going to be completely different than Clan Wars. So there's not really a recruiting process, so to speak. And it's about uniting the content creators, small and big, if there's any big ones that are interested, obviously, together and basically play with the viewers, have unique custom games going, or just play together and have all sorts of different things. I mean, you can mix and match and let your imagination take over, which is something that the game in and of itself is kind of lacking to a certain extent. So we can just put it in our hands and make things happen for ourselves. Granted, we want to do so. Unfortunately, something like this takes time. It takes more than just me to get it going. It takes a lot of organizing, and it takes a lot of communication between myself and other content creators as well. And so far, I've only briefly communicated with one person about it. So again, it's just something that's going to take time. But the good news is that it is something that it's going to keep going. I know that I've mentioned previously that I was going to play with you guys, and I'm a man of my word, and I still want to do that. And this is why you should also follow me on Twitter, because during this session that I just played, I also tweeted out, if anybody wants to play with me on Xbox, message me at justice_x7, but there was no response or anything. And I understand that not everybody's always available, and again, not everybody always follows on Twitter. So for those of you guys that are really interested in that, follow me on Twitter, because you never know when I'm going to go live. And and the thing is, I'm afraid to post a brief video saying that, hey, I'm going to be live on Twitch, on YouTube, because you hear of channels that disappear, small channels that disappear upon them doing that. And I've been going at this for over 4 years, well, for almost 4 years now, and I do not want to lose my channel over something like that. So I don't want to lose my channel over anything, period. It's been 4 years to get to where we are now, thanks to you guys. So, and I'm not ready to give up on this whole thing just yet. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. Some feedback would be greatly appreciated in terms of what you guys would like, in terms of all the details. And that's it, pretty much. So I'm looking forward to your feedback. And again, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you're more than welcome to do so. This is my Twitch right up here on the screen. So if you want to follow me there, that'd be great. And that's it. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.